Hey guys, so you are watching me right now through my Lumix S5II, and I have the Viltrox 16mm f1.8 lens on here for L mount, obviously. So I wanted to do this test just to show you kind of what you could expect. I wanted to put this all the way to fully open. So we're at f1.8, and basically right now that's being met by having my ISO at 500. Just got my shutter angle set to 180. And so yeah, it's basically looking pretty good in my opinion here, I think. I only have one small ring light I'll show you right here. That's just illuminating me, and then obviously I've got a salt lamp right there, and I've got this lamp back here. And you can take note of kind of how much background blur we're getting here with that f1.8. So this is I'm in my dining room actually. So I'm at a dining room table. I shoot a lot of videos here. I do product reviews here. This setup is typically what you'll see in a lot of my videos. But the nice thing is with the 16mm, I can have this literally, I'll measure it, but I think it's about 15 inches from my face, probably from my nose to touching the lens glass. So it's literally right here in front of me. So what that allows is I could see my microphone easily up there too. I could see the screen right here and, watch everything. Real time as I'm recording and stuff, or check in on making sure certain things are in focus. So I really like that. It's just sitting on a flexible tripod, basically right in the middle of the dining room table. I think that in itself is a plus. I have a 50mm prime lens, the Lumix S5II lens, and I really like that lens, and I use that a lot for B-roll and stuff too, but I have to have that thing like basically up against the other wall across from me there. It has to be on the other side of the table, and my tripod is like touching like a bar cart that I have basically up against the wall in order to basically just get me from like here up. So I'll put a shot in here. I think I have some B-roll from another video that I'll throw in there. But so the 50 really backs me away from this. I got to be super far. It does do really good background blur behind me and stuff. But the 16mm gives me that here. And as I said, I'm able to keep it a lot closer. So if you're working in tight spaces, if you're working in a tight studio space like this, I sometimes shoot grooming content, and I do that in the bathroom. And again, I'm in a small bathroom type space. Again, it just gives me more room. I could get this thing closer to me and be right next to it. I don't have to back like 7-8 feet away from it to get the same looking shot. And as I said, I can kind of monitor everything on my camera here, my audio, and look at my screen and everything as I'm going then. So I'll show you here too, my kit lens, the 20mm, it's the S20-60. So obviously, I typically would use it here then as like 20mm. If I put it across, like I said, kind of more like that 50, if I put it on the other side of this table I'm at and had it backed up a little, maybe I'd zoom in and I'd probably be more like 35mm on that. But, that's a variable aperture, as you're going, if I go down from the 20 to 35, my f-stop's also going up as well. And that's a f3.5 lens at best when you're at that 20 compared to this being a f1.8. So this is what the S20-60 looks like if I put it in the same exact spot. Just to give you an example, you wouldn't really do this, but just so you can see a difference in kind of, just the distance. This is that S20-60 kit lens right in the middle of the table, same as I had the 16mm for the rest of this video. And we are at the 20mm, all the way wide as we can get. So take a look at that and see compared to that 16mm if you notice much of a difference with the image quality and with that background blur back here behind me. From a framing standpoint, the 16mm definitely makes your spaces look bigger and a bit more grand. So if you're working in a small, tiny little office and you think it might look a little pathetic, the 16mm is going to make it look like a bigger room for sure. I'm going to be having a newer ND filter come too, because with this lens, even daytime, I probably need an ND filter on this for some of my daytime shots where I have some more sunlight coming in. Here I'm able to, kind of modify the light and use it at this f1.8. If you're shooting outside in, anything other than, shade, basically, you're going to need an ND filter in order to be at that f1.8. So I'm going to explore into that a little bit, but let me know if you have any other ideas. I also had a test I did kind of handheld, showing a little bit of what it would look like vlogging with this inside during the daytime. So click on that video popping up right here now. There's an affiliate link in the comments and description. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one.